Hello all, it's Jmix here, and I humbly ask all my YouTube subs and viewers to check out Riskie Forever's new book, Art Is My Life, The Streets, Tupac, Death Row Records, and Now. It's a must-read for any Death Row Records fan. It has behind-the-scenes stories and never-before-seen artwork. Get your copy today by going to Amazon.com, your local Barnes & Nobles, or you can check out www.riskieforever.com. That's www.riskieforever.com. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump right on in to my full-length interview with Riskie Forever.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
How did you hear that he had been shot?
It was crazy. I worked in 662 that night, and the rumor mill had been floating around, that everything happened, that a shooting had happened. But I mean, we didn't see anything. And I mean, everybody was speculating because they were late. But to me, that was like, yo, he was late. I mean, they was late to everything. So that really didn't make me feel like, something had really happened. So it wasn't until the club was over and it had never showed up that it sparked question in my mind. But it wasn't until I got back to my hotel room and jumped in the bed and turned the TV on, and it was on every news channel when it happened. So that's when I actually found out what really happened, when I made it back to my hotel room and got to the news.
A lot of people said they thought he was going to pull through. Did you have high hopes for that?
Yeah, I definitely thought he was going to pull through. I definitely thought that. I'm like, yo, he had been shot already five times before he made it. Everybody was praying. The whole office was praying. Everybody just knew he was going to make it. I mean, for him to pass, that touched a lot of us. Like that hurt a lot of us when he passed.
What was the atmosphere like after he passed at death row, and at what point did you decide it was time to move away and pursue other avenues?
I mean, that day it was somber. Like, I mean, when we got the word, a couple of people were crying. The office was real quiet. That same day was a payday. Like, usually you have so many people waiting on their checks so they can go cash their checks or do whatever they wanted to. But that day seemed like it just didn't matter. Like, it was just a real, very feeling. Like, as loud as the office used to be during any other time, like, you could just hear, like, man, it's hard to describe, man. You could fucking hear like a pin drop on the floor, like all through the whole entire office. It was like it was sad. It was real sad. I believe the next question you asked me is, when did I decide to leave? Like, I didn't really just decide to just leave death row. I was a death row inmate from my mind. I was going to be a death row inmate until I got released from death row. I was going to stick around. I was loyal to that cause. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until there was a situation where Nate Dogg, where I was released, and I just left. I ended up leaving, and I didn't look back. And at that time, Suge was in jail. So I didn't look back. I just kept going with the situation. I just didn't stop.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?